The email landed without warning. My face, cropped tight, no context, no appeal. Terminated. Reason, leaving 3 minutes early. Do not rehire. I didn't flinch, no heat, no shaking, just a strange, surgical calm. That was the moment I understood something important. They had underestimated me again. I didn't reply. Silence is loud when you know how to weaponize it. I thought back to the early days, when HR called me reliable, when leadership leaned on me during audits and mergers, when I stayed late so others could leave early. The coffee mugs with my initials, the quiet nods in meetings, the emails that ended with "thanks for catching that." We had history, not friendship, investment. The betrayal wasn't the firing, it was the spectacle. They wanted a warning shot, a public execution disguised as policy enforcement. Fear, rippling through the building. A name erased to keep everyone else compliant. I'd seen it coming. Months earlier, something shifted. Sudden obsession with timestamps, productivity initiatives. A policy revision slipped quietly into the handbook, retroactive language, vague enforcement, selective memory, selective punishment. So I started documenting. Not paranoia, pattern recognition. Screenshots, meeting recordings, policy versions with timestamps, Slack messages instructing managers to set an example. I watched HR build a paper trail that didn't match reality. I watched supervisors pressured to sign statements they hadn't fully read. I watched compliance turn into a weapon. And I waited. The day I left 3 minutes early, I did it deliberately. I needed the trigger. When the email went out, my phone exploded. Coworkers stunned. Managers suddenly silent. One HR rep tried calling me. I let it ring. That morning, I sent exactly 3 emails. One to my attorney. One to a federal compliance office. One to a journalist who specialized in corporate misconduct. By noon, the building felt wrong. Whispers, closed doors. HR scrambling to explain what couldn't be explained. An emergency board meeting was called. Damage control always looks like urgency without direction. Then the elevator chimed. A man in a gray suit stepped out. No badge, calm eyes, federal posture. He didn't ask for directions. He walked straight to the boardroom. I wasn't there. I didn't need to be. HR started talking immediately: policies, procedures, attendance rules. They called the email standard practice. Their voices tried to sound confident. Their hands betrayed them. The agent listened. Then he opened a folder. No raised voice. No interruption. When HR finally paused, he said one sentence. Your internal records show coordinated retaliation against a protected whistleblower, and we have corroboration. The room collapsed. Someone swore. Someone stood up too fast. A chair scraped the floor. HR tried to speak. The words fell apart. The agent slid my file across the table. My photo. The email. The timestamps. Policy versions, before and after. Slack messages. A recorded meeting where an HR director said, "Make it public, we need to scare them." I'd never announced concerns internally. I reported them where it mattered, quietly. Months ago. The agent asked for devices. Then access. Then compliance. By sunset, security was escorting people out. The journalist's article went live before dinner. Headlines don't ask permission. They arrive. The company issued a statement. Then another. Then silence. I watched from a distance, not fear, discipline. Days later, the call came. Not HR, the board. Apologies sound hollow when they're rehearsed. I let them speak anyway. Reinstatement. Severance. A non-disclosure agreement. I declined. Justice doesn't need a desk. The HR director resigned that night. 2 managers followed. Investigations expanded. Regulators never stop at one floor. People reached out. Some thanked me. Some admitted they'd been afraid. I understood. Fear thrives in systems designed to isolate. I never posted a victory message. Never corrected the record publicly. The truth did that for me. Now, when I think about that email, the photo, the wording, the intent, I feel something close to gratitude. They gave me the stage. They wrote the opening line. They mistook silence for weakness. They forgot silence can be strategy. I didn't raise my voice. I raised the stakes. And when the agent spoke that sentence, it wasn't revenge. It was alignment. They fell because they built a lie and stood on it together. I rose because I told the truth and waited. No regret. No apology. Just the quiet satisfaction of watching a system collapse under its own weight. And knowing I never had to touch it.